In the first month of Donald Trump's presidency, he has effectively moved our economy away from a rules-based order into a favors-based order. All the rich and the powerful are now clamoring to get Donald Trump's approval and in his good graces, as it becomes clear that he is the ruler of this country.
Yes, the oligarchic nature of what we are now living through is so obvious.
Back in 2016, Bernie Sanders ran a president's campaign against attacking the oligarchs. Okay, he was one of the first presidential candidates to do that in a very, very long time. And in that campaign, he attacked Jeff Bezos for buying the Washington Post. And he said that this is a danger to free speech. We have one of the richest men on earth buying one of the biggest newspapers in the country, and it is a danger to our nation. It's a danger to free speech and all the rest. And he was attacked in the media for suggesting something like this. He was brutally assaulted by the media class, saying, how dare he attack the independent journalistic nature of one of the best newspapers in our country? How dare he do that? Well, today, Jeff Bezos issued a statement to his Washington Post editorial board. And in response to this statement, the editor-in-chief of the editorial board left. He quit in response to this statement. And so now I'm going to read you the statement that Jeff Bezos wrote to the rest of the editorial board. I'm writing to let you know about a change coming to our opinion pages. We are going to be writing every day in support and defense of two pillars: personal liberties and free markets. We'll cover other topics too, of course, but viewpoints opposing those two pillars will be left to be published by others. This is the opposite of freedom that he is trying to espouse in his pages.
Yeah, which is hilarious because one of the pillars is personal liberties.
And so now he's saying your personal liberty to say what you want in my opinion pages are no more.
Yeah.
Personal liberties only apply when you aren't under the thumb of me, and it just so happens that I own the newspaper.
Yeah.
It just so happens that I own massive amounts of this country and the economy.
The one thing I want to say is that Bezos wasn't a problem at the Post until Trump was elected.
Yes.
And so that it's
a shift.
Yes. But it's still I think points to the general issue of one of these oligarchs taking control of an institution like the Washington Post, because if it weren't under the thumb of Bezos, who also obviously has deep interests in other industries that might be at risk from government intervention, it's much more likely that it would remain focused on the freedom of expressing opinions of its columnists.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
But now Jeff Bezos is a rat, just like Elon Musk.
Yes.
Just like every other oligarch who is kissing the feet of Donald Trump. They are rats.
And it is everyone. I can't
every single
think
one.
of one that hasn't gone to kiss the ring.
No. And Jeff Bezos going off about free markets. Like, fuck you, man. I just want to go off about the subsidies he's got.
Oh, yeah.
From a couple cities about and how he loves free markets so much.
Mm-hmm.
Seattle in Washington has given him $608 billion. Markham, Illinois have given him $322 billion. Gates, New York, $150 billion. St. Petersburg, $78 million. Hemerson, Oregon, $176 billion. Niagara, New York, $123 billion. Free market my ass. You just want the favors from the government, and you don't want those favors trickling down to people who can't afford health insurance.
Exactly.
That's all he wants. When he talks about free market, he wants free market for me, free market for you, free market anybody who's watching this video, but he doesn't want free market for himself. He wants oligarchy for himself, oligopoly. He wants to own everything, and this president, Donald Trump, is giving it to him.